What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man, Theo with WGTB Sports. Week 9. That's right. Week 9. Post-game wrap-up. We had some pretty good games last night. I apologize for coming on so late, doing this so late and every day. But it's Veterans Day, and I'm a veteran. So, shout out to myself and all the other veterans out there today, and all the other active duty personnel out there as well. Appreciate all the service. Appreciate the continued support. We just had an election. It is what it is. It's time to move on to some bigger and better things, shall we? Let's go. Let's talk about these games. Well, let's talk about our first game, Ramrod against Real Talk. I picked Real Talk to, I'm going to say Ramrod to keep it going. They did. They beat Real Talk 21-6. Real Talk got to get some things going here before the playoffs. Playoffs, which are scheduled to begin pretty soon. All monies need to be turned in to Parks and Recreation no later than December 5th, if I'm not mistaken. I know the money is $150 per team. So if based on some of you guys' roster, that basically comes at $10 a person. Y'all make sure y'all get these monies in ASAP so we can have a thrilling playoff. That being said, let's go ahead and turn to our next 6:30 game, which featured Black Magic against Ameriprise. Now, before we talk about this Black Magic and Ameriprise game, let's take some things into consideration. Yeah, it's a lot to be said when you are the oldest team in the league. You have a lot of continuity, but then you also open yourself up to injuries at the wrong time, which is what Black Magic endured during this game. A slew of injuries. They already came into the game with a CJ, hope you get well soon, who was out with a toe injury. They also came in with a Brandon Feeney, who was limited due to hamstring issue. And in the game, Dwayne Bennett, a.k.a. Weezy, tweaked his hamstring as well. Doesn't go too well. Black Magic really don't run that deep as far as numbers go. So what wound up happening? Black Magic wound up losing to Ameriprise 35-12. That's not to take away anything from Ameriprise. Ameriprise played one hell of a game. They were clicking on all cylinders. Rick, his brother Mike, AC, Kenny showed up big. They did what they needed to do. Special shout out to Kenny, who was also representing Frost by wearing his jersey number last night, number 8. So big ups to Ameriprise for pulling out that victory. Now that takes us to our 7:45 games. I picked the game last week. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to wait. But it was my upset special. Speaking of upsets, Pink Savages upset the Wolfpack last night, 32-14. Nothing to be said. Wolfpack had all hands on deck. They were without Chris Williams, a.k.a. Mr. Will Malshoe, but that's besides the point. They had all hands on deck last night, and they were beat convincingly by Pink Savages, which is kind of hard to believe considering the Wolfpack actually started that game off. They were actually winning the game. They were winning the game and somehow gave it up, or rather Pink Savages took that game from the Wolfpack 32-14. They had one guy out there, throwback, who literally the Wolfpack could not solve the riddle. Don't know the young man's name. Tia, you need to tell me the young man's name so I can shout him out next time. That being said, they did thoroughly defeat the Wolfpack 32-14. My upset special. Bortles and the fellas beat Shake and Bake 27-13. I said it last week. I knew it was going to happen. I couldn't see them going. I couldn't see them going the whole season without winning the game. And so what does that mean? How does the board shake up? The board don't move at all. Let's look at it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because some of y'all be like, man, that's messed up, Theo, man. The board should change. It really shouldn't, and here's why. Black Magic, even though they lost the game, they're 8-1 on the season. Wolfpack, even though they lost last night, they got upset as well. They are 7-2 on the season. These other 3 teams, let's see. Ramrod is 6-3, so they stay where they're at. Ameriprise and Pink Savages are 5-4. They stay where they're at. Real Talk is 3-6. They stay where they're at. And Shake and Bake and Bortles and the fellas stay where they at 7-8 respectively. What does this mean next week? Well, next week, Black Magic and Wolfpack have a nice game coming up next week. Can Wolfpack match the record of Black Magic, making both teams 8-2? or will Black Magic drop the Wolfpack down to 7-3? We're going to find out. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it on Monday. Other than that, that is my time. We had a great slew of games last night. Once again, happy Veterans Day to everybody that's out there, both retired and active duty personnel. Y'all go out, y'all enjoy this day. Have a splendid weekend. To all my brothers and sisters out there that play flag football and everything like that, hey, let's keep it going. We're going to make it do what it do. That's my time. I'm out. WGTB Sports, Theo. Peace.